So now we're going to talk about the contradiction rule. So we're going to state it here and then we'll look at what it says separately. So it says if you can show that the supposition, that statement P is false, leads logically to a contradiction, then you can conclude that P is true. So the idea here is that you want to show that P is true. So one way you could do that is you suppose that it's false, and if you get a contradiction, that means that P was actually true. So let's show this contradiction rule using a valid argument. So let's look at show that the following is valid. So the way the contradiction rule works is you show if not P, then contradiction. So remember, C is a contradiction. Therefore, P. So we're going to use a truth table here. Now C is a contradiction, which means it's always false. So really you only have one statement variable here. You have P. So that means you have two rows in your truth table. And remember, we build up our pieces that we need. So I need not P. I need my contradiction. If not P, then C. And then P is my final column. So make not P, you flip it. A contradiction is always false, so that whole column is F's. Then I have a conditional statement, so look at this row and this row, or this column and this column. It would be true and false. And then finally, we're going to fill in the P column, true, false. So here is your, remember this is your premise, this is your conclusion. So you're going to circle your critical rows. I only have one critical row right there. And if I look, my conclusion is true. And so I can say, because the conclusion is true in the only critical row, I can say the argument form is valid. So we just showed that the contradiction rule holds.